Hey there, John Hively here with Oligarch News, May 22nd, 2025. So today we're going to take a look at UnitedHealthcare. You know, that's the health insurance company whose CEO got shot in the head by Luigi Mangione back in December 2024. Well, now we find the stock price has dropped pretty close to 50%, and at one time more than 50%. And there are some reasons why. So let's take a look at some of the reasons why. So this is Jimmy Dore. He's a good lefty, but a lot of people on the right like to watch him because he's a truth teller. So guys like Tucker Carlson from the right and Steve Bannon from the right come on to his show. And anyway, he's going to tell you precisely what's going on with UnitedHealth. The first thing to understand is that they're being sued by their shareholders. And the second thing is the Department of Justice is coming after that company too.
Okay. The health insurer has been under pressure for months. On Tuesday, UnitedHealth Group CEO Andrew Whitty stepped down unexpectedly, and the company simultaneously suspended its 2025 financial forecast due to rising medical costs. Oh, so now people are looking at UnitedHealthcare, and they're noticing that they've been screwing people illegally, criminally, denying them healthcare coverage that they paid for. And so now they're like, oh, you know what? We're going to stop doing that for a while because now the Department of Justice is looking at what we're doing. So we're going to stop doing all that shady stuff we've been doing.
Now, one other thing I should note is UnitedHealthcare had the highest claims denial in the healthcare industry in the United States. They would deny one third of the claims filed by people with health insurance with them. And now they've got the feds coming down for Medicare fraud on them since last summer. So you look at Luigi Mangione and you think, you know, maybe he did get screwed over, but there's something more. Here's a very good point about the CEO or CEOs that Jimmy Dore makes, and comparing them to Hamas.
And screwing over people and denying them health care so we can put more money in our pocket. The announcement sent shares plunging nearly 18% to a 4-year low. Look at that. Good.
Yeah, that CEO killed more people than Hamas, by the way.
That's right.
Now, UnitedHealth is the largest health insurance company in the United States. So Jimmy Dore goes on a little bit more here. Tells you a little bit more news about what's going on.
The Department of Justice earlier this month filed a lawsuit accusing 3 of the largest U.S. health insurers of paying hundreds of millions of dollars in kickbacks to brokers in exchange for steering patients into their insurers' Medicare Advantage plans. So the brokers, who are supposed to be there to make sure everything's on the up and up, are taking bribes.
What is this, the vaccine industry?
Right? Nearly half of the 65 million people covered by Medicare, the United States program for people age 65 and older or with disabilities, are enrolled in Medicare Advantage plans run by private insurers.
Now, you should know that UnitedHealth Group is a big umbrella organization, and UnitedHealthcare is the insurance program that we're talking about. But listen to what happened on Tuesday to the head of UnitedHealth Group.
This is from the New York Sun. The CEO of embattled UnitedHealth Group, Andrew Whitty, who caused an uproar after defending the policies that led Luigi Mangione to allegedly murder the CEO of subsidy UnitedHealthcare, abruptly handed in his resignation on Tuesday. So he sees what's happening. He goes, he doesn't want to be around for the bloodletting. He doesn't want to be around for the criminal investigation. He wants to get as far away as he can. He wants to leave town. That's what that's. So the guy who's running this criminal organization called a healthcare company is now, he's skipping He's out of
Didn't they not
Dodge.
change their ways after
The other bad news for UnitedHealthcare is that the shareholders are suing UnitedHealthcare because they're not doing what they said they were going to do, and that is keep refusing to apply their benefits that people paid for. They're going to continue to deny benefits to 1/3 of their customers, the people who pay for health insurance. And here's Jimmy Dore again. Before we begin here with Jimmy Dore, please note that BlackRock is one of the biggest shareholders, is the second biggest shareholder of UnitedHealth. And a lot of billionaires own shares of UnitedHealthcare. And consequently, they're suing because UnitedHealthcare is not screwing over their actual customers, the people they're supposed to be, who are paying UnitedHealthcare to provide them with health insurance. So here's Jimmy Dore again about this.
United Healthcare sued by shareholders over reactions to CEO's killing.
what?
United Health shareholders are angry that the company was not able to pursue the aggressive anti-consumer tactics required to achieve earning goals. So they're not screwing people as hard as they were before the shooting.
And
Isn't
the
that weird?
shareholders are upset.
And the shareholders are now upset that United Health isn't screwing their customers quite as hard.
Well,
So
they
the
must be scarier.
So the shareholders are upset that United Health isn't screwing their customers anymore out of health.
Wealthy shareholders are suing UnitedHealthcare to make UnitedHealthcare screw over average people, financially average people, the middle class, the lower class, the upper middle class, those people, to get management to screw those people over so that more money can go to them, the billionaires. And there's something else I got to show you. So this came out May 21st. It's The Guardian. This is, UnitedHealthcare has to be like one of the biggest criminal organizations around because according to a study by The Guardian, UnitedHealth secretly paid nursing homes to reduce hospital transfers. So let's get into that a little bit. UnitedHealth Group, the nation's largest healthcare conglomerate, has secretly paid nursing homes thousands in bonuses to help slash hospital transfers for ailing residents, part of a series of cost-cutting tactics that has saved the company millions, but at times risk residents' health, a Guardian investigation has found. So what they're saying is that if somebody gets really sick and needs to go to the hospital, but they're in a nursing home, the nursing home has been paid money to ensure that those people stay out of the hospital. They're not transferred to the hospital. So that's more scum bunny things going on by UnitedHealthcare. So you can see the share price here on my chart back in October via all sorts of fraud, Medicare fraud, nursing home fraud, denying benefits to people who paid for it. UnitedHealth shares price was $630 a share, and what has happened? Now it's sitting at just about $300. So it's dropped over 50%. I don't know if it's worth buying because it's like a big freaking balloon that's running out of air because it's primarily fraud. That seems to be what drove its share price higher and higher. So there you have it. Oligarch news for today. This is how income and wealth is transferred from working folks to the wealthy via the stock market, via stock prices. So UnitedHealth is alleged to have committed quite a bit of fraud, Medicare fraud, nursing home fraud, doesn't matter. Denying healthcare benefits to people who paid for it, working people, people in nursing homes, the aged and decrepit. And then they take that money and they give it to very wealthy shareholders. It is a big income redistribution scam. And that's why its stock price went up so high. Why did the stock price come down? Because they were caught engaging in fraud and redistributing income from working stiffs to their wealthy shareholders. Anyway, it's night out, or soon to be night, and it's time for me to get to bed. So I wish it was sunny, but it's going to rain tonight in a little bit. So if you find this interesting, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get the word out, because I have a battle plan to defeat the oligarchs who run this nation. As I pointed out in an earlier broadcast, my last one before this, the Republicans are pushing a bill through Congress that will provide a $5 trillion tax cut for the history's richest people and probably among the least taxed, and many of whom are Democratic Party stalwarts, such as Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, you name it. So it's really the billionaires versus you guys, the working class. And by working class, I mean if you make less than $250,000 a year, they're coming after you too. So I have a battle plan to bring democracy back to the United States, take it out of the hands of the oligarchs. And I'm going to unveil it hopefully by this summer. And it's already, the foundations of it, I'm already building. So if you could like, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to have you have a good day, good night, good week. Bye-bye.